The forest of Earth can be a scary place, especially if that forest is known for being a hotspot for paranormal activity. So in this video we count down 5 unsolved forest mysteries. The Maricoxy is the general term for an ape-like creature that is said to inhabit the jungles of South America. The creatures have been reported with different descriptions and names. Percy Fawcett, an explorer, claimed to have encountered one with a group in 1914. They allegedly were extremely hairy and looked very primitive. They lived in villages and used bows and arrows. They spoke in grunts and lived to the northwest of a tribe called the Maxibu. They're generally described as being between 2 and 6 feet tall, with occasional reports of giant hominids reaching incredible sizes of 12 feet tall. Maricoxy are reported as being aggressive towards humans. In alleged encounters, they attack humans on sight. They're said to be scared of the noise of guns. In 1925, Fawcett disappeared along with his men while on an expedition to find a lost city. Theory suggests they were taken out by the Maricoxy. In a small corner of western Poland, a strange and eerie woodland exists. This bizarre collection of curved trees named the Crooked Forest is shrouded in mystery, and despite the numerous different theories that have been proposed over the years, no one truly knows what caused the trees to adapt this strange formation. The Crooked Forest consists of around 400 pine trees that grow with a 90-degree bend at their base, the vast majority of which are bent northward. Curiously, the Crooked Forest is enveloped by a large forest of straight-growing pine trees. It's estimated that the trees were planted in the 1930s, and that they were around 7 to 10 years old when they experienced whatever force damage that resulted in trunk curvature. One theory is that heavy snow could have flattened the trees for an extended period of time while they were still saplings. This, combined with a long spring melt, would be capable of permanently shaping the trees if there was still a thick layer of snow on top of the trunk while the tree experienced a growth spurt during the spring. Another idea is that the curves are man-made. This would make sense given the fact that the trees were very consistent. The suggestion is that during the 1930s, local farmers planted and manipulated the trees for ultimate use as a construction material. For example, for pieces of furniture or more likely shipbuilding. An extract from a piece entitled Wooden Vessel Ship Construction even supports this idea. Located at the base of Mount Fuji, Aokigahara is perhaps the most famous forest in all of Japan. The vast forest covers a 3,500 hectare wide area, and the tree coverage in Aokigahara is so thick that even at high noon it's entirely possible to find places shrouded in complete darkness. It also lacks animals and is eerily quiet. Hearing a bird chirping in the forest is incredibly rare. The area is rocky, cold and littered with over 200 caves for you to accidentally fall into. Legend has it that in ancient times families would abandon people in the forest during periods of famine, when there wasn't enough food to go around. By sacrificing family members to the forest, there would be less mouths to feed, and therefore enough food for the rest of the family. Because of that, Aokigahara is also said to be haunted by the souls of these abandoned people. In addition, there are many other ghosts and demon stories associated with the forest. It's said that these spirits glide between the trees with their white shifting forms occasionally spotted by unsuspecting visitors at the corner of their eyes. The Hoyobashi Forest can be found in the heart of Transylvania. Often referred to as Romania's Bermuda Triangle, the dense woodland is notorious for its paranormal activities, including UFO sightings, disembodied screams and spectral visions caught on camera. Locals are convinced the forest is haunted and might even be the home of the devil himself. Those who enter Hoyobashi report experiencing anxiety and intense nausea or migraines. Often visitors emerge with inexplicable rashes, scratches and burns on their skin. The mysterious nature of the forest doesn't end with its effect on humans either. Misshapen trees grow irregularly out of the ground, while other trunks appeared curiously charred. Deep in the wood is a nearby perfect circular clearing in which no plants are able to grow. Hoyobashi gained global recognition as a UFO hotspot in the late 1960s and early 1970s, when photographs surfaced of strange lights and disc-like shapes hovering above the treetops. Most recently, Dr. Adrian Patrat, a chemistry professor at a local university launched an investigation into the area, in hopes of explaining its mysterious sights and sounds. Many people who live near the forest have reported a large collection of orb-like lights inside the tree line. When using a thermal, these lights don't seem to be producing any heat signatures. Some people who enter the forest suddenly remember all of their past experiences in the trees, but then forget the memories after leaving the land. Specialists from around the world are fascinated by the forest. Scientists from Germany, France, the United States and Hungary have managed to capture bizarre material structures on film, including faces and apparitions. The most common phenomena includes the sudden appearance of mysterious orbs of light. People also report hearing disembodied female voices break the heavy silence, and even dark masses have been seen shifting between the trees. Some researchers have claimed that this forest is a portal to another dimension or spirit world. There are also countless legends and stories about contact with entities outside our known world. Locals warn that if you enter the forest, you may never return. A team of researchers had discovered a while ago an ancient complex of pyramids, and various structures in a remote part of the Ecuadorian Amazon rainforest. They documented the site as best as they could, snapping several images of strange structures and artifacts, and filming a couple of videos. This ancient city, believed to have been built and inhabited by giants, was mentioned by natives in the region, but no one had dared to search for the lost city before. Ecuadorian legend speaks of ancient cities of giants, abandoned by their inhabitants long ago. Little by little, these alleged once majestic cities have been claimed by nature over the past couple of centuries. In fact, not only do Ecuadorian legends speak of giants, but tribes throughout the Amazon basin recall the existence of an ancient race of giants who built prosperous cities before regular-sized humans arrived in the area. Similar stories can be found across the planet no matter where we look. From Northern America to Europe and Asia, ancient texts and legends mention beings of enormous sizes walking on the earth in the distant past. Such legends are what inspired a group of researchers to travel to a remote part of the Ecuadorian Amazon in order to search for the lost city of the giants. It's said that several tribes have been using the city of the giants as a meeting place, and it's believed that it was inhabited by a powerful spirit. The largest of the structures found by explorers was a pyramid 80 meters high and 80 meters wide, with a slope too high to be considered a natural formation. It had been built using hundreds of large irregular shaped rocks, each weighing approximately 2 tons. At the top of the structure is a flat area that could have been used as a ceremonial platform. Near the pyramid, researchers found many artifacts carved of stone. The protective layer of soil had preserved the soft surface of the stones. It also revealed the presence of a cement-like substance used to keep boulders together. Judging by the apparent age of the ruins, this could be the first example of concrete used in America. Apparently the builders of this ancient citadel possessed engineering knowledge well ahead of its time. While researchers were overwhelmed by the notion they had come across a lost city of giants, they were shocked when the government decided to take a look with their own team of experts. The official report by the Ecuadorian government team was a conclusion that the site was entirely natural. But despite the fact the government had deemed the site a natural formation unworthy of further studies, the team searched and found more artificially made structures near the infamous giant site. The team noticed several tall-like objects of giant sizes and strange artifacts protruding from the ground. As their quest for evidence continued, they came across perfectly rectangular blocks, stepping off blocks, smooth stone facing and curiously shaped stones and cement like mortar. Until this day, no further progress has been made, and the discovery, once considered a historical discovery, was quickly eclipsed by controversy and the government's unwillingness to dig deeper for archaeology. Although governmental institutions did want to dig, but this was for oil instead. So that was 5 forest mysteries from around the world. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more countdown videos.